Quiet out here. Super quiet out here. Impromptu, so just letting people get in here. We were shopping. Howdy, Leonard. How are you? Big Performance Sport Channel. How are you doing? I'm just hanging out. Went out to eat. Went and got some groceries. Come back here, and I thought, I ain't doing nothing, even though I got to work tomorrow. Hey, Gerald, I got to work tomorrow. I work today. I got to work tomorrow, and I got to work the rest of the week all the way through to next Sunday, which is Zeffie's birthday. Trying to stay warm. Hell, man, I thought we was all going to go down in a ball of freaking flames last night. We had the tornadoes go right through here. Matter of fact, my dad's hometown got nailed up there in Illinois. Lost part of their school and all kinds of shit. It was like an F2, something like that. It got little. Just moved to PA, Lake Harmony. Good old Pennsylvania. When I was real little, I went to Philadelphia. Other than that, I trucked to 84 PA, I think it's called 84. And then they wanted to send me like into New Jersey and stuff. And I said, nope, I'm done. I'll come get the truck or I'm going home, one of the two. But I just kind of worked today, and then I come home and cleaned in the garage, and our 76 Malibu needed some attention on a rust hole in the damn door jamb. So I took care of that. I didn't film any of it. But I just filled it full of fiberglass, basically. Short strand. I got to sand it down yet. Yep, Zeppy turns 10 next Sunday. I think it's next Sunday. Yeah. I think. I can't remember what day it is. Yeah, next Sunday. He turns 10. And today, me and Amber have been together 12 years today, actually. So I took her out to eat, anniversary with, no wedding, because why? Cowboy, how you doing? I'm just hanging out for a minute. I always do one of these things for St. Paddy's Day, and I don't know, I forgot about it today, and Monday is St. Paddy's Day, so. No, Buick, we have not. I did more cleaning, and I'm just waiting on the money to get parts. My semi broke down, which you're going to see a video on that, and that was something else. I don't even want to talk about it, but I'm going to put a video out on it. I did it with my phone. I wasn't going to film it, and then I thought, I'll work on my work. I don't really put it out when I work on my semi, and oh, God, did it cost me a fortune. But I got it fixed. I did it myself, so it'll be maybe next weekend. Dwayne, we got to get we're still waiting on parts. It's money. It's getting the parts together for it. That's because I got two things. I gotta get my Cutlass ready, and I got to get my and then we're doing that engine. But it's if I get the parts, I got to go get diesel. More diesel. Once I get all that, the parts going in, that thing, it'll fly. I'll be able to. The next video will be the final clean, and we'll put the rotating assembly together anyway. I got the crankshaft, I got all that stuff. I just don't have the bearings and all that. I'm kind of waiting on the money part of it. That's the problem. Is the money. It's been a rough winter for me in my truck. Let's just put it that way. And it got a whole lot rougher last weekend. That's the worst part about it is I don't have I wish I had the money to just order it. I used to. Coming out of 2020, I was doing really good, and I could, keep the flow of the channel going. But let's just say the last 4 years weren't real kind to me. Oh, what cam are we using? Butler has one that's good for a low compression engine. My guess is that thing's going to be 8.5, maybe at the most. I don't know. I'm not going to sit and do all the measurements because it's just a, dingle ball rehone and stuff like that. I'm not going to do all that. So what it was originally is probably like an 8.5. So it's, I got it in an email, all the stuff they put together. I let them put it together, what I'm getting. That way I could still use all the original push rods and rockers. I don't have to change nothing. And evidently the one they gave me had like a 112. It was 112 lobe separation, which I like that. I like that a lot better than when the higher you get. That way you still got a little lope. I don't remember what that is. I actually here. Let me see if I've got that email. And I'll just tell you exactly. Butler quote right there. 8. Well, where are you at? And it would be. So here you go. It is a Butler grind. Okay. This is not something you can just go get from comp cams. What they do is they get melling, just a stock melling cam, because they're good. And they send them, and they have a deal with comp cams to grind these to their specifications. And what it is, it's a Butler comp SP Street Performance cams, 262, 270. So it's not, even down, 218, 224, 462, 470 lift, which is perfect in a 112 separation. So should have a little zing to it for just being a, low compression. It's got the 6X8 heads on it. They're not the 4s, so it's big chambered heads, big valve, but big chamber. So I mean, it's gonna go. It'll do its thing. But I'm stepping it up and putting a one-piece rear main in it and stuff like that. I honestly would rather have a 2-piece, no ropes, man, none, never, ever again. Well, I cannot do rope seals. I can be blindfolded, build a motor, cannot do a rope seal. I screw them up every time. So we're just going to put the good one, the what do they call it? The one that's kind of like newer style. Oh yeah, $6,000 for a final drive. Yeah, I'm closer to St. Patrick's Day than you are. Yeah, about 8 hours and 40 minutes away. But I ain't bragging. Jar of scotch. Yeah, we don't care what you think, Dean, because you live near a beach and it's basically warm all year round. So we don't care. Now, yeah, that one ain't getting EFI. That one's getting carbed. The EFI that I just got is going on my Cutlass, my 455 Cutlass. That one's a whole nother animal. That one's about, let me say, what did I figure that up? It's like 9.5 to 1, so it's a little better. And I got a 268 conch cam in it. And E-heads that I did a little bit of work on, not a lot. Did it all myself. That one's getting the aces. You care that I yeah. Yep. How are you doing, Steve? I'm tired. That's what I am, is tired. But I did get a rust hole that I've been watching grow for the last 4 years on the Malibu, our purple Malibu. I've been watching it grow. So I dug it all out today and put me some gutter topper mesh, rolled it up and got it all wadded in there, and I used short strand fiberglass and fixed that. So we got that done. I just got to sand it down now, which is a lot better. There's the other guy. And then, by the way, Buick, we get back from, because if we go to duct tape drags, we're taking the Cutlass. It's that simple. We ain't going to mess around. We're just going to take the Cutlass. If we go to duct tape drags, because like I said, money's a little tight, and that one's a killer. Hey, Marcus. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, we are, as soon as we get back from Power Tour, we're going to pull the motor out of our Buick and I'm going to rebuild it. Just going to clean it up. Nothing fancy. The heads that are on it, the cam that's in it, I ain't changing nothing. I'm taking that cam to my buddy Dean with the crank. I'm going to let him just put her back to spec. That motor needs nothing when it comes to power, because that thing will absolutely throw you in the back of the seat. But she's eating about, if we drive it every day, it's eating about 1.5 quarts to 2 quarts of oil a week. So it's time. Kathy Mattea, no, I've never played with her. Never met her. It's a great song, though. I like that song.
Thanks, Leonard.
Oh, early happy birthday. Yeah. How old are you going to be? 5?
10.
10. Yeah. Yeah. Me and Amber have been together 12 years today. It came up on my Facebook crap. She still don't like me. Does she? I don't understand that, man. What is it, this women thing? Every nice car that's out here is hers. And we get all the junk. No, I can't say that. We started his car today. Old Blanche fired right up, didn't she? About 4 pumps, and she was idling. $550, you lightweight. I do that. Yeah. Roughly every day. And for right now, I'll be doing about 600 miles a day. I started Tuesday, and I won't stop until next Saturday. But I'm home every night, so that helps. To babe. Yeah, that's what's crazy. You know, Marcus, I get Dalton and everybody like that. They'll say, you need to drive with us more. Go here, go there, go there. It's like, you know what? That's exactly what I want to do. I want to use my hobby as a vacation to do what? Go drive. No. Twice a year. Twice a year. That's a Power Tour and, 3 times a year. Depends on if we can get to Pontiac Nationals. I don't know yet.
Or no name.
He wants to go, but I don't know. We may have to sit that one out. We're gonna have to kind of diversify what we're doing, because I gotta focus on my semi. I can't keep doing this and running myself down to nothing, can we? We're close to nothing. But we survive. You can't ever give up. Can't ever give up. I just kind of think it's like, even when the Titanic went down, I'm sure the lobsters thought they were done for. And then the Titanic went down. Never give up. Where'd you get the sweet hat, Zeppelin? It's scrolling across the screen. That's where you got it.
Speaking of Pontiacs, I'll be right back.
You'll be what?
I'll be right back.
Pontiacs. Oh. Yeah, like and subscribe would be good. It'd be real good. I'll try to find you. I will do this. And I hate taking a break from this, but oh my gosh. Burp City. There. What is going on? This thing's torquing me off, man. All right, here we go. And visit store. And I will share. And hold on a minute. Dang it. I'm thinking. Give me a second. I swear I'll look at the screen. Here we go. Here. There. That's where we got the hat. And I think these are Richardson's style 112, so they're nice hats. Oh yeah, Zeppy was putting together is actually my favorite color of Trans Am.
My favorite color too.
White with the blue. Pretty cool. Yeah, no kidding. Get them while they're hot, because tell you what, they keep raising the price on what it costs to just the product. I'm going to have to raise mine, and I don't like that. Marcus there is in the business of doing these, and he knows exactly what I'm talking about. They ain't making it any easier. But I'm not going to bitch too much, because I think everything that's going on needs to go on. So it is what it is. It's going to hurt everybody, but I like the honesty of it. Hey, things are going to get like this, but hang in there. I'd rather hear that than it's going to be just fine. What are you talking about? We don't know nothing. And then they turn the other cheek and walk away. But yeah, I got all the shirts in there. I was really surprised nobody bought a puzzle. Matter of fact, we didn't even buy a puzzle, did we?
No,
we have never bought a puzzle. I just thought it was cool. I thought, oh, I got a puzzle. Ram Air 3 out of a 69 pull. The heads, boards look great. Hoping I can use the cam when I get the rest tore down. Want to keep original. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I guarantee there's less that can go wrong internally with an engine when it is built right back to the way it was made at the factory. That Ram Air 3, that camshaft that's in there, is actually better than the Ram Air 4, in my opinion. Breathes better. And all the aftermarket crap, besides a roller on a 400 up to a 455, they test better with the Ram Air 3 or Ram Air 4 unless it's a roller, than anything out there. The 2802s, 2801s, the 20 doesn't matter. Oh wow. Jared's Dungeon. I appreciate that. You got a bunch of free memberships, man. That's awesome. I appreciate that. And I still haven't raised that price. I keep it at 99 cents, I think it is, or $1. Look, this is his channel, but until he's old enough to do it himself, I'm doing it. So everything we build here is his, basically. That's pretty cool. I appreciate that. I'm sure they all appreciate that. But yeah, we went out to eat and just went shopping and just kind of come home, and I thought, we can go on for an hour, see if anybody's up and moving. And let me see here. I actually have 2 videos to edit. I'm ahead 2 weeks, which is amazing because I thought I was going to be putting one out every couple, like every couple weeks or every 3 weeks. I can't believe it, but I've got 2 videos to edit. But I didn't film myself doing that to that car. I just wanted to get it done because it was raining. I don't want it to get, hey, Lawrence, I didn't want it to get any worse than it is. So I basically had a big rust hole right where the door jamb goes up to the back fender and like down in the bottom. And I just kind of cut it all, just used got it all good and blew it out. And then I sprayed it with rust inhibitor and stuffed me some of my mesh that I used on the ambulance I had left over, shoved it in the holes, and just mixed me up some fine haired, builder in, and I'm just going to let it sit and it can get good and hard. And then I'll sand it down maybe tomorrow night or something.
This is the reason I had to go with the Bluebird.
What? Oh, yeah, the other bird. What the hell? It was terrible.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to fit the other one. It also has Nevada plates on it.
Did I get the rig running? Yeah, Tuesday. I was down Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I ran basically one of my double load days on Tuesday, and I've been running ever since. And I ran today. I only ran one because what I was hauling out of shut down for the day, but I got to be up there tomorrow morning. But yeah, that's a video that's going to come out, and I ain't even going to talk about it. You'll just have to see it when it comes out because there's something else. But I got a video of me trying to fix the oil leak in the Mustang, and it, spoiler alert, it didn't work. Well, it's better than it was. Let's just say that. I'm going to have to pull that motor out of that car. I just don't have time. And what's crazy is our videos for this Pontiac, they ain't worth a shit. They ain't done nothing. I mean, I appreciate everybody. I know everybody on here's watched it, but for some reason, man, the algorithm just took them and went, get out of here. I mean, it literally did. It was straight to nothing. But that's all right. Again, this is about him building the motor, not about, all that other stuff. I'm just glad you guys like it. Do you like the music? That's what counts, right? Do they like the music I'm putting behind it? Because that costs money too, but so far that's been like the biggest compliment of it. Plus, me teaching him how to do stuff. But yeah, that was The music is something else. I don't know why that one. I picked that for that one, but it's
Show
pretty
the
awesome.
bottom of this.
Yeah, so he had if you look there on the oil pan, the light's kind of blaring on it, but there it is. See that color? That actually matches Pontiac light blue metallic. And he found it and he picked it out just for that. Because it was, but actually, buddy, this is a 70, 79?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it would have been corporate blue. It would have been the non-metallic of this. Even the Oldsmobile motors were that color. Is this an Oldsmobile or? Let me think here. Shit, that's an Oldsmobile. Starter's on the wrong side of the car. Starter's on the driver's side on a Pontiac. These are opposite. Well, you cheap son of a gun.
Yeah, it took me only I started this and then I quit for a couple months and then I finally finished it.
Yeah, it's a snap together, ain't it? Yeah.
On the back window here, there's supposed to be louvers, but I was like, no.
Yeah, those louvers sell for like $2,000. They're expensive.
And I don't know what's really going on with this.
It's just a certain kind of how they molded it. It's easier that way. Looks like more like one of them early 80s street machines. Oh, you took a fine time to leave me, loose wheel.
The wheels always come off. When Mom was putting the decals on, she snapped the suspension. Right here.
Suspension?
I don't know.
What about it?
She snapped it.
Oh, who broke it?
Mom.
Mom broke it. See?
She was putting the decals on.
If there's anything around here that's nicer than what she drives, she breaks it.
Just making sure these lights are in place.
Huh?
So the light pieces.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Oh, no. I messed it up.
Old 403 olds. Not a pop, but you know what? You can make them a powerhouse. The webbing on them is so light, and the heads on them are just junk. They're so smogged out. What were they? 180 horse, 170 horse. But if you take them apart, granted, it's still an Oldsmobile. If you find a good set of heads, you can get some stuff out of them. You have to girdle them big time. So you don't, have the entire bottom end of the engine end up on the street underneath it.
When it snaps, it doesn't.
Yeah, she broke the. Oh, so it's a Dodge. Huh. Great.
Yeah, that's not.
Got a limp suspension. Limp suspension. I don't know why my nose is itching so bad. Somebody talking about me. Oh, let me see here. Yeah. As far as that music goes, it got to a point where I was like, I don't want to sit here and go through all this music I don't hear. If I was watching a video, no matter who it is, hey, Justin, no matter who it is, I'd want to hear music that I want to hear. And I was looking at the age group of who watches my channel or his channel, my channel, our channel, whatever. They're all my age. So I'm like, Gen Xers. So we're just going to, and he listens to my music. So we're just going to put Gen X music on it. That's just what we're going to do. And that's what we're doing. It's costing us about $20 more than if we use the non-licensed. So I'm like, yeah, I got access to everything. Leonard asks, so what is the 400 going into? Don't know, do we? We really don't. We've got a couple ideas. I actually even thought about putting it in a pickup, but I don't know. We'll probably end up, I don't know. We got that 76 Omega back there, and that one we wouldn't have to change anything. The motor mounts, everything's the same. So, Scott, and we got another transmission. Plus, there's a 350 turbo BOP bolt pattern in the car that we can pull out and bring to my buddy and have him go through it. Then we wouldn't have to move anything. I think we might have to move the motor mounts forward or backwards, but all the holes are there. It's just a GMX body.
How many kids are watching this channel, Dad?
Gerald, Dodge shit the bed in like 1960 something. The only thing I will give Dodge is their drivetrain from the late 60s. And they had some of the prettiest cars. Probably
the Charger.
Hey, Brent. Probably some of the prettiest cars. But God, things were the reason people literally derbied Chargers because they were junk. I mean, they really did. People around here, they derbied them because Dodges were everywhere. But most of them from around here weren't bought locally. They were abandoned on the interstate. And that's where I come from. It's all Mopar. It's all Mopar. And all of them were abandoned on the interstate. They're just not a good, they're worth a lot now because they're so inflated because there were so many of them that were crushed because they were just junk.
Hold on.
Yeah, where are we at? Why is this doing this to me? And I don't know. Mazda also has capability of standard monitor. And one more. And here, standard moderator. Brent and Scotty, you guys are now moderators on this. You got that little wrenchy thing. I don't have many that ever show up. Buff comes in, and I just never really added any, did we? Never had real trouble with anything. But you never know.
You never know.
But now mind your P's and Q's, Brent and Scott. They're on it. Watch your mouth. Why is that way you guys can post. I think that's how that works. Yeah, so you got the little wrenchy now. So you can post people's channels. You can post my Printify. You can post, websites. You can do all that. Yeah. Well, you are Canadian, Brent. Sorry. Maybe you can't handle that. I hate for you to send I'd hate for you all to send your Air Force back down here because they just got done going that way. I was glad to hear them leave.
Which one's better?
What?
Which one's better? This one?
I like this one. The junkyard TA that he made. This one's falling apart, but is in better shape. Got one door held on by tape. Half the front end's coming off of it.
Look at the underside.
Yeah, the underside. He's missing a drive shaft. Somehow he painted the mufflers. It's like the inside of it's completely falling out. See?
The fuel.
Is that the fuel tank? The fuel tank is in the back of the car. It's in the passenger seat. Yeah, I like the gold one too. Yeah. Y88. If I could find one, we'd get another one, but I can't have one like I had because that thing was, you got to know your limits, and that one was beyond my limits. Pretty cool car, though, that black and gold one we had, but.
Look, it's kind of a Corvette, too.
Yeah, the hood comes up the wrong way.
There's an owl out there.
Huh?
There's an owl out there.
Who's out there?
Sound like an owl.
Oh.
Yeah, you can barely.
Oh, Buick Performance. I love corned beef and cabbage, but nobody else around here does. So in order to make it right, I'd have to make too much, and I don't think my guts could stand that much.
Here we go.
Is that an Olds or Pontiac? That's a Pontiac motor.
You can barely see it in there.
Yeah. That's Pontiac engine. I'll be damned.
Be careful with the hood, though. It will come
I
off.
like how they have a random. Why is the starter? Okay. Who did it? Is that the air conditioner?
I don't know.
I don't know what the hell that is, but it's shaped like a starter.
I mean, Mom.
Is this supposed to be a starter?
Me and Mom built the engine.
You put the air conditioner where the starter goes.
That was Mom's fault. Mom's the one who built the motor.
You are not allowed to touch another car. That's why Mom just drives them. Why did you glue the hood shut?
Because it wouldn't
Head to pick up steering column for the YJ. Needed a tilt because you're fat. I agree with that. Adding a tilt to it. Because it's nice to have a tilt in the Jeep, trust me. As the owner of about 10 to 15 Jeeps, I lost count. Tilt steering is a plus. Whether you're an almost fat guy or a fat guy or even a skinny guy, because if it's skinny, you can get that sucker down like this and drive it like this instead of like that.
One thing about this car's hood, though.
Yep, it's got the pretty bird.
And it's also the shaker.
The pretty bird. Who's a pretty bird?
Which bird's better, though?
That
That
one of them's backwards. Okay.
What is going on here?
We got lefty and righty, and I'm pretty sure this one's correct. This one is.
That's the way it came out.
This one's correct. The bird, the fiery chicken, his head faces to the
Fiery
passenger
chicken.
side.
Boom. Restored.
Why are steering wheels 14 feet in diameter? Feels like driving a yacht. That's because they had one of the shittiest, awfulest frickin' steering boxes. The worst steering known to man was on a Jeep, and they had the shortest wheelbase. Don't know why they did that. Cheaper the better, I guess. I don't know.
Also,
But I will say that them Wranglers, they turn better than the CJ.
Also, just so you know, the transmission may be mounted to
The transmission mount's broken.
Yeah, and it may be mounted just to the engine.
And I don't understand this part either. Check this out. Brent, you're going to get a kick out of this. Ready? You know that these Trans Ams, they have leaf spring. X bodies have leaf spring, not X bodies.
Leaf spring.
F bodies have leaf springs right here. For some reason this one has ladder bars. That's interesting. Ladder bars with leaf springs and a anti-sway bar. Who?
Also the exhaust is a little bit wacky.
Huh? Also has headers.
But it has the
but only one of them goes to a catalytic converter and then a splitter to turbo mufflers that go out the tail.
With the
Who the hell designs these models?
And also these exhausts, the headers, they're supposed to have side pipes on them. All I know is I want some models for my birthday.
Mine had a red one. A lot of good times in that car. Yeah, until Smoking the Bandit, they didn't sell better than any other car. They were, kind of expensive. And Pontiac figured out after the Smoking the Bandit things, hey, we need to make a shit ton of these because they're going to sell. And they did. They sold a lot.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I got to break up the cats.
No, bring all that stuff back inside. What are you doing? Just bring it inside.
Yeah, especially this one. This one's fine.
Yeah, get all your stuff together before it gets left out here and I break it. On accident.
This one's a lot better, though.
Yeah, that was in better shape.
This one's falling apart.
Where did we get that gold model? Was that from Hobby Lobby?
Yeah, I think so. Or Amazon.
Huh?
Or Amazon.
Was it Amazon?
I don't know. You're the one who got it.
I didn't get it. You started putting that thing together.
Or did Mom?
I came home and Mom was putting the engine together on it. She obviously don't need to be doing that because she had the freaking air conditioner where the starter goes.
This one I built by myself.
Yeah. Yes, that is absolutely a SEMA entry. Watch out these track bars, I think. Keeps trying to kick the whole rear end out the side of the truck. Well, you need to put you a better, like a 4-link setup or something like that on it, because if you're just running old stocko, it's a Chevy or GMC. They're not made for horsepower. My friend's Trans Am had T-tops as well. Yep. All but one of mine have had them. I've had 4 or 5 of them. All but one. Yeah, I don't know why, you just drive that truck around. You don't need it to be 650 horsepower. You will burn the tires off, and hell, Javy's only like 130 horse, and that thing will smoke them tires like crazy.
But we don't do it because the rear end's too bad.
Springfield, I guess I'm not in Springfield, but where I was born, actually. But I got to go there in a couple weeks. It's probably the same there as it is here. It's like, I don't know. I don't even know it doesn't say anywhere on here. You mentioned using copyrighted music in your video going forward. Do you have a site you use for library of music subscription fee? Yeah, it's called Lickd. Lickd. I could try to find it for you, but it has you can get certain stuff that's only good on YouTube. You can get certain stuff that's good on a bunch of other programs. Most of them are made for just YouTube. And you can get a premium package, which is what I have. In total honesty, goes by your channel, you have to register in the site as, I do it as Irish Outlaw Garage. You would have to do it as Mongrel's Garage, and it would go by your subscribers and your views, and it figures that all out real quick. Then it gives you a price, and it's like, for me, it's like $50. So, and you get 3 a month. You can use 3 a month, one video only, because you have to put a copyright license in your description. And then you can go, if you go to that last video I put out, you can go to the description, and it's in the very bottom, and it actually has a thing you can click on and go in it. But then every song after that, in that month time, is $8 a song. So I don't plan on putting any more than three out a month anyway. So no big deal. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, Scott, because that's like, I haven't really put any of my own music out on here, one song, because I don't want that shit stolen. I spent enough time in Nashville to know you don't let anything laying on a table, because it'll get freaking stolen. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's a couple of my songs running around out there that got stolen from me that are on albums, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. One of them I approved of, but again, I'm not allowed to talk about it because I'm not credited for the writing. Yeah, it does suck, but I think I got to a point where I was just like, I'm kind of glad they're out there, and people that needed to know they're out there know they're mine. My dad knew a couple of them were mine, and I showed him the lyrics and showed him the little tape I made with the little Tascam 2-track. Yeah. I've been looking, but down here they're either completely rusted to pieces or people think they got a Meekum auction item. So I can't do that. I got to set them out, and if that, I'll pay for a car. And if I can't find one at that, I'm not going over. I say that, and then I just went over. But these cars are no brainers. I had to grab them. So it is what it is. I was an A2 on a fairly well-known recording. If I told you, you would definitely know it, but I got snubbed on the album credits. Just says studio staff. Oh yeah, dude, I'm accredited for absolutely nothing that I did in session. There was a couple big namers that I sessioned some drums for, and I was not allowed to put it on there. I was just happy to be playing. I got paid, walked away. '77. I didn't know he had a 77. Basket cases are great. You can just ship it down here. What's shipping cost from Canada? You have to send me a picture of that, Brent. Maybe we can sneak it across the border. I did find a 79 down here. Pretty cheap, but it's missing the entire trunk part. It's gone, and it has a roll cage in it. Roll cage, been stripped on the inside except for the dash. The back of it's been pulled out, like somebody was going to make a race car out of it anyway. And it has T-tops and a roll cage. Crazy. I can get it pretty cheap. He had LS swapped it, and I guess he just gave up on it. It's still sitting there. It's down in Kentucky. Yeah, Scott, that is a problem. But, like I said, it ain't really a problem. I can sit there and my problem is I got literally threatened over one of the songs, like hardcore threatened. And I was like, well, I don't need any of that garbage because you aren't going to beat the music industry. I guarantee you that. Yeah, I've been down that road too, man. I got to a point where I'm just not selling anything anymore. What's up, Jeff? Lugnutguys.com. That's Jeff's business. We got a lot of lugnutguys.com stuff up out there. Fixing to have a whole lot more. But I actually, if you watch the my community part of this, I put pictures of what I got, and it wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap. It's for me because I paid more than I normally would, and it was per car, plural cars. So, but I got the deal done, and I'm pretty happy about it. It's gonna hurt for a little bit, but I had to get it done. Hey Jeff, do you ship to Canada? Everybody ships to Canada. Aha. 200% tariff on that shipping. Damn it. Everybody acts like that's going to break them. It ain't going to break you. Let them play their games. I don't know. I bet he does. Hello? Sometimes items are available for international shipping through our eBay store. There you go. Uh-huh. I'll have to go check out the eBay store too. I didn't even think about that. You had that eBay store, but by the way, you guys that are listening to that, and I play walk and all that stuff on my videos. Zeppelin's been teaching himself how to play guitar, and I've got like 10 guitars, and I don't play any of them. And and the other day he was playing on this cheap guitar that I got his older brother, and he knows EAD, stuff like that. Well, then out of nowhere, I go, here, come check this out. And he had never seen this guitar that I basically let him have my dime, camo dime guitar. I don't know if you guys Dimebag Daryl, but it's got the big V, the old Washburn style. And I gave it to him to play it. And man, he's every night, every day, he's in there jamming on a thing. Sometimes it just takes, a Strat. Things like that aren't cool to kids. Now, a Dimebag Daryl guitar, that's pretty awesome. So I let him have it. Well, I let him have it. It's one of them. I've got two. I've got the camo guitar, and I've got a Razorback Flying V with active EMG pickups. A lot of guys are probably like, what the hell are you talking about? Active EMG pickups, and it's black with the white or the yellow pinstriping around the edges of it. That's one of my favorite guitars that I own. The thing just sounds massive. And what's killer is I have that thing. It has Floyd Rose on it and stuff. And I set it up for a full step down. And if you play guitar, or a musician, you know what I'm talking about. So if you're playing in a normal position on a guitar, it's a full step down, like Motley Crue down. Yeah, I've done that breakdown on Domination so many times on drums, and it never gets old. I just beat the living piss out of my drums when that happens. And that's usually the band that we ain't really playing anymore, but the flames would go off just nonstop and the whole place would be just shaking, the roof, the everything. But my main guitar is a Tele. I love Telecasters, and mine's a USA custom shop one with it's silver champagne, I think is what the color is, and then I put a chrome metal stainless pickguard on it. Oh my god, it's got a dual rail in it. The Marzio, I think it is. I can't remember. I have to look at it. It's been so long since I looked at it, but that guitar is just beautiful and plays like a dream. And then I've got what else do I got in there? I've got a PV USA made PV Tracer Limited with the reverse headstock. They only made 100 of them. Do you know Video Bob? No, I do not. Probably not. I don't know. I may. But I've got a Fender blacktop with the humbuckers in it. 2 humbuckers and a Strat. That guitar's badass too. What else do I got in there? Oh, I have a one of 50 Ibanez hollow body red metallic. Looks like a 50s red metallic, with a Bigsby on it. And it was accidentally sold to me by a guy at the guitar shop here in town. It was meant for only small mom and pop shops to be their guitar. They were sold to him. They sold it to me really cheap. Turns out it's worth like 3 times as much as they sold it before. And I love that guitar too. That guitar is badass. Big old hollow body with a clear pick guard. There's Aiden coming home. Oh yeah, Phil Anselmo could play. He's a lot better musician than people think. He's just a singer. He is not. I don't know, Jeff. How do you? Yeah. It's like, how do you tell if the stage is level? Drool's coming out of both sides of the bass player's mouth. People never really said anything bad about me on stage because I'm pretty good at throwing things. I used to do this thing where I'd be playing, doing my stick tricks, and then go up and I'd catch them. And there'd be people out in the crowd that I knew. And, I played in front of some pretty big crowds for clubs. And I'd pick somebody and they'd put their hand up like that. And I'd throw the stick up and it would twirl through the air. They'd catch it. And I'd play one-handed for a while. They could drag off a cigarette, drink a beer or whatever. And I'd put it down and I'd go like that while I'm still playing. And they'd throw it back and I'd catch it and just keep playing. So there's Aiden. I used to do crazy stuff like that. I haven't played in year, and it's been a year and a half now. Barely picked up a set of drumsticks. Just don't have them. I just don't want to. I've been playing professionally since I was 13. Been a long road. Yeah, there's videos out there people have. I see them once in a while. People put them back out to come up in their memories or something of me throwing sticks into the crowd and people catching them, and then I'll throw them back and I'll catch them and keep playing. And mind you, this is during playing like Pantera and stuff like that. It was just a lot of fun. I went in Zeppy's room the other day and he was playing a car video game, building cars, listening to AC/DC, and I was just like, oh. But well, I think I'm gonna go in and relax. I got to get up in the morning and work. White with gold hardware, nice. I used to have a Jim Root telly, and I really liked that guitar, and I traded it for some PA equipment that I needed. That Jim Root guitar played so good. It was nice, but it was active EMGs too. That thing was it was loud. It was hard to calm down. There wasn't a lot of leeway with because I like to leave my guitar on my distortion or my you know I don't use a lot of distortion, but whenever I leave it on my distortion and then I use my volume knob and I only use it for accents because I mostly do rhythms. So the heavy distortion is just it's kind of like toms and cymbals. It's there for an accent. If you're just letting her fly all the time, I don't know. Even somebody like Dimebag Darrell, he let off a little bit, and then when they came into the hook, it would get brighter. And like in Jeff's case, Jeff plays trumpet, and the orchestra will go down through the regular parts of the song, but when it comes into that thing, they all come in. That's the accent that comes in. Shouldn't be any different in drums, guitar. Bass usually stays about the same. They'll just change their rhythm or change their progression. But guitars, vocals, drums, all that stuff raises and lowers, raises and lowers. And I do it all with my volume knob. I don't know why I have this badass Mustang amp. It's a Mustang, whatever. It sounds really good. I don't use tube amps. I don't need one. Plus, I can pull it in with one finger, set it down. But I've got the whole big stomp pedal that has the tuner and all this shit on it. I use the tuner. That's about it. But I am going to get off of here and go relax for the rest of the evening. If you guys want to, you can head off to that merch thing that I have. Hopefully one day I can start getting this done a whole lot cheaper because I have a feeling it's going to get more expensive and I can't help that. But I might throw some deals on there where you get, you buy more than one, you get a deal. I'll try to do it the best I can. I haven't really had time to mess with it. And I'll start getting those other two videos edited. The truck one. That truck one. Anyway. I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a good one. Have a good Paddy's Day whenever you get to it Monday. Hopefully, try to stay a little sober. But I'm gonna get my ass inside. See you guys. If I can find the thing to it. Yep.